Hello guys, this is Peter here, and you are probably clicked on this video because you are interested in some Zodiac and Urgoz farming. Quite many of the old school weapon collector guys like Urgoz and Deep, due to the fact that you can get special fancy looking skins like Zodiac Shields, Zodiac Swords, Hammers, Axes, Zodiac Daggers, Longbows, Iron Wing Flatbows, Vertebreakers, Dragon Crest Axes, Exalted Ages, and even more unique skins from these endgame areas. Now that the debate on Guild Wars Legacy is over and finally someone posted a video about this topic, I can make my own version too, and hopefully you will get something rare like I got these in my 100 runs. None of them are considered super rare, but I think I will get a good amount of Ectos for the Zodiac Longbow at least. But let's start with the basic first. If you want to try this farm, you will need Urgoz scrolls and use them either from Ember Beach or from House to Helzer. This action will teleport all your party members to the Urgoz Warren outpost, and if you check the map, it is somewhere not far away from the Cursed capital. The farm itself is not easy, I wouldn't recommend this for beginners, but if you bring Dervish and Paragon heroes, it might reduce the difficulties and result in more success. The whole farm is around 4 or 5 minutes and includes a lot of running and aggro breaks. If you want to secure maximum safety, I highly recommend bringing at least 2 Dervish heroes for condition removals and self-heal with Mystic Healing and Kosher Signet. Also, Paragon Hero for the first part is very useful. In my opinion, a birthday cupcake is mandatory. You may think this is too costly, but think of all the possible rare skins, like the perfect Zodiac Shield is worth 50 or more arm races. So think of this as a tiny little investment each run. Regarding enemies, we have 2 types. The ones which are farmable are spellcasters, necros, and are called the greater blood drinkers. They have tons of HP, high armor, so armor ignoring damage is the way to go. By the way, if you check their attacking animation, they seem to inflict piercing damage, but I tested it on purpose and in reality they do fire damage. So any form of extra armor against fire damage is very useful here. And few more info about the place. This is the first room of the area where we are farming, and you can't really farm or you can't really reach other rooms solo. This is the reason why there are not many Urgoz or Deep farms in the game. The farmable necros have 4 groups, 7 necros each time, a total of 28 enemies. The other types of enemies are the Dredges, and they are not too dangerous. Maybe the Ritu's disenchantment spirit can cause troubles, but generally speaking you can outrun them with some increased movement speed even in hard mode. I gave you 5 viable professions this time, all of them have spell prevention, and in my opinion the easiest of all is Assassin and Mesmer. Ranger and Dervish are decent too, and allies require some more experience than the others. Alright guys, let's do this. So if you have the gear and the build, click on enter mission and you will get teleported to the area. Use a birthday cupcake and micro enduring harmony and make haste on your character, and flag the heroes like I do. Their position is important. If you flag them somewhere else, they will die pretty soon because of the suicide goats. Keep right and try to avoid as many groups as you can. Sometimes no one attacks you, sometimes you will get hit by the rangers. If this happens, use I am unstoppable. If you would receive crippled condition, also use dash as many times as you can. In case you got poisoned, micro Kosher Signet on one of the Dervish heroes. Okay, we reached the first blood drinker group. Now activate Deadly Paradox, Shadow Form, Shadow of Distress and Channeling. Sometimes the necros ball nicely, sometimes they don't. I was lucky now. Use Arcane Echo and hex the necros one by one with Wastrel's Demise. 1 Wastrel, 1 tab, 1 Wastrel, 1 tab. This is the way to go. The tabulator gives you a new target all the time. If you do this pretty fast, the necros die quickly. Pick up the drops and get ready for some conflicts with the Dredges. Use I am unstoppable before you aggro them and use dash to leave them behind. I think this group will not chase you for long. This corner is a safe spot. Probably you can reach it even without a dash, only with a cupcake. Now remove the poison again with the Derv hero and get ready for the second necro group. The position of them is not appropriate now, so we got to work a bit on that. Move them like I do, but watch out for the Dredge group as well, because we don't want extra guests. Do the same as before, so maintain Deadly Paradox, Shadow Form, Shroud, Channeling and Spike with base rolls. Pick up the drops and get ready for a longer run. This is probably the hardest part of the farm. We must rely on dash and I am unstoppable here. Don't stop, not even if there is a locked chest, we can get it after the farm. So after the necros pop up, be careful with the dredges, they might body block you there. Try to move in a zigzag form and use dash as often as possible. Usually they give up till you reach the 4th and the last blood drinker group, then you can do the balling phase again, and don't forget the enchantments and spike. I forgot to mention, but it was Halloween when I made this guide, but guys, don't expect tote bags outside of this event. Alright, 3 of the 4 groups are done, let's go back to the 3rd group, the one which we left at the Dredges. Lure them away from the danger zone, but not too far because they break aggro easily. Do the same as you did against the previous groups. If there is a chest in the room, you can get it now. If there is not, type /resign and you can do the farm again. So this was the channeling version, but feel free to try the Mantra of Flame version too. Mantra gives you more damage reduction, but energy management is not as easy as with the previous build. You know, the 55 blocking chance limits the energy gain, but overall your character will be tougher. This was the assassin build, but now let me show you the Mesmer variant. This is 100% the same, but we have less shadow arts and more domination magic. I was able to do 4 minutes 10 seconds with both the Mesmer and the Asa builds, so they are pretty much the same in terms of effectivity. So Mesmer is also top tier category for this farm, highly recommended. Rangers next. Rangers are probably the fastest of all due to the fact that whirling defense hits all adjacent foes and they can save precious time since they don't need perfectly built up groups like the other professions. The build works like this: keep up Shadow Form Shroud through the battle and use Dwarf and Stability plus whirling defense when you are in position. Winnowing helps a bit with some extra damage, but the necros will destroy the spirit after some time. Storm Chaser will help with the energy management, plus in the running phase too. So after the first group, make sure you can use Deadly Paradox and Shadow Form again. Better wait for some seconds for recharge, because when you reach the safe corner, the necros will not give you much time. Do the same thing against the second group, and if 1 or 2 necros would survive, leave them behind and start running. Till you reach the 4th group, Shadow Form will be ready to be used again. After that, the last group will be easy, simply pull them away from the crowded area and spike them down with whirling defense. Rangers can do this farm in around 4 minutes, pretty good even if they skip 1 or 2 fools. Moving on, Dervish now. I think what are the advantages of the Ranger are exactly the disadvantages of a Dervish here. I mean, since groups don't really like to stand at the same position, Dervs are somewhat slower than the others. Vow of Piety, Shroud, Grant's Aura and Vow of Silence do a pretty good job to tank the necros. Aura Slicer and Rip Imperatives deal decent AoE damage. And always try to find a target which is in the middle of the pile, so the AoE from your attacks will reach all enemies. I would recommend the same as I said at the Rangers. If 1 or 2 blood drinkers would survive, either move on and don't waste your time with them. And last but not least, let me show you the Elementalist build. Glyph of Swiftness, Obsidian Flash, Stoneflash Aura and Mantra of Flame take care of the self-defense. Arcane Echo and Waster's Demise do the damage, and this is almost the same as the Wait Tirella build. This is also true for the Assassins and the Mesmers though. The running phase as an ally is a bit difficult but definitely possible. Since there is no self-heal in this build, always remove conditions and heal yourself with the Dervish heroes. Otherwise, allies have great damage and their DPS is not limited by shadow form, so it's a great advantage. Alright guys, now some data for the nerds. I will start with times. On Rangers 4 minutes, Asa, Mesmer and Derv 4.5 minutes, and Ellie around 5 minutes. Like I said, you can farm 28 necros, and not only Zodiac but other old school items are also on the menu here. Also necrotomes, amber chunks drop very frequently, many iron ingots, bones from salvaging the items, and there is a lock chest every 5 runs or so. Regarding the gold weapons, I can share this summarized table with you. The table on the left shows the different drops I got from the blood drinkers. Exalted Ages and the Zodiacs, probably the most sought after skins in this farm. About unidentified golds, I can see that around every 2 runs I got 1 unid. In total from 100 runs I got 57 unids from foes and 12 unids from lock chests. Sadly chests spawn only every 5 runs, but still they increase your overall unit chances, so I highly recommend bringing lockpicks and opening chests. The Zodiac weapons were quite common. I got 20 from the blood drinkers and 4 from the lock chest. This is more than a 33% chance each run. I got no Zodiac shields from my 100 runs, but later when I was recording additional clips I got one on my Mesmer, so these nice shields are also possible. The overall profit on this farm is easily over 100k per hour. You get 1 or 2 rare items and you win the lottery immediately. Probably this farm could have been also possible with the Monk and with the Paragon too, but I didn't want to use the degeneration skills to kill such high HP creatures, so I would not advise doing this farm with other professions. So there you have it guys, Zodiac and Urgoz farm. I hope you will get many nice rare drops here. Good luck and don't forget to subscribe.